Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. For the first time with DeAndre Swift. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, Kaepernick. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
The throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Steps away to his under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jarrad Davis. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Puts this one through. And now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Wentz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Complete to
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. The right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
24.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Lions first down.
Here's Swift.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
DeAndre Swift.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now Kaepernick. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Goal at the 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10.
Oh, you got to feel it,
he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
And his defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 28. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Swift. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
DeAndre Swift.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Kaepernick's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
For David Moore, incomplete. Marshawn
trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The 1st carry now. This is Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 21-0 our score after 1.
Lions nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Andrew Billings. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And his throw here is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Kaepernick. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Garoppolo on 1st down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Alvin Kamara.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The 2nd down throw on target. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Saints 28. Lions.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play action. It's Kaepernick. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Kaepernick now on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
9-yard gain on the play.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 80. Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For David Moore. Incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
He rifles one. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And now here's another interception. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
65, 21.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
9-yard gain.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that
and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. A big play there out of Kamara. 73 yards. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is they went.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Kaepernick going to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move to go. For it predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead,
and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
With that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Slant as the throw is complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for New Orleans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.